I hope you're all seeing the behavior that you hope for. And this week, when you go to meeting, share your successes. Encourage the rest of us. In this chapter, we will talk about helping children cooperate. You probably have a good idea how to do this already. But the first step is, who owns the problem? Whoever owns the problem has to initiate the change. So I ask myself, in this misbehavior, are my rights being disrespected? Could anybody get hurt? Are anybody's belongings threatened? Is the child too young to understand? If it's yes to those, then I have the problem. If it's no to those, then they have the problem. And we use the techniques that we already talked about. Reflective listening, iMessages if you have to initiate the behavior change, or encouragement if the change in the behavior involves efforts that were appropriate. We can explore alternatives. In the last session, we talked about collaboration. The first step is to use the iMessage to understand the problem. I use get be on time. When you're 10 minutes late, I feel anxious because I feel you don't value the relationship as I do. How do you see it? So you see it as a one-time problem, and that you want to make sure it doesn't happen again. Okay, let's brainstorm ideas. Then we discuss the ideas, choose an idea, use an idea. I was working with some supervisors, and the case study was about a couple, could be two brothers, two sisters, husband and wife. And they made an agreement that one would do the cooking and the other would do the washing, cleaning up. So the first week it went well. But then in the second week, the person doing the cooking did the cooking, but the cleaning up didn't take place until, well, finally the cook took it on himself and cleaned up right around 9 o'clock. Of course, as he thought about it, he got angrier and angrier. And when it happened again the next night, he said, "Can we talk? You know, we had an agreement that worked really well last week, but I'm having a problem this week." 9 o'clock came around and the dishes had not been cleaned. I'm feeling irritated because I feel I'm being taken advantage of. How do you see it? He says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that. You know, I brought work home and because I'm reading a deadline at work." So you had work to do to meet a deadline. Yes. Now, before we got to that point, the supervisors I was working with, all kinds of aggressive responses. Well, you know, you should do it. It's not right for me to have to do both. Next week, why don't you do both the cooking and the cleaning? We went on and on like that. But once they started saying, "This is what I'm seeing, what do you see?" And the other person said, "I had work to bring home to meet a deadline, and I thought you understood that and were being generous." Okay, so you thought I understood the problem. Well, I don't like feeling negative about this, so why don't we brainstorm some ideas on what to do should this situation arise again? And we came up with 20 different ideas. The idea they chose was, if either one of us has a problem that's going to affect our performance of our job, we'll call ahead and let the other person know. And then we'll both go on our own. We'll order in or go out. Sounded good to both parties, and they went ahead with that. The arrangement had been modified to accommodate a problem. It was problem solving at its very best. A way to practice this is in family meetings. We talked about the family being the we organization, the community, working together. In order to achieve this, you must have meetings. When Teresa was with me with Matthew and Adam, we had meetings every Sunday. During that time, we shared good feelings we had about each other. We had some fun. We decided what the menu would be for the following week, giving input from each one of them, letting the boys make choices. Matter of fact, when Matthew was about 5 years old, he chaired the meeting for the first time, and I think he chaired the best meeting we ever had. They learn fast. You give them the opportunity, they will learn competently. Teams help each other. Teams help each other. When Adam needed a ride to high school, I changed my schedule to be able to take him and pick him up. Team members change to help each other achieve the family harmony, the synergistic outcomes. They teach children to respect each other and have problem-solving processes, brainstorming, multi-voting, consensus. It stops the hitting and yelling. The children feel that they're heard and loved. It's fully immersed in the fifth beatitude. Love unconditionally and not to behavior. In this case, love unconditionally and encourage the behavior. Let the children know that they're learners and that they are learning. That's their role, to be learners, not to get the garbage out, but learn to be consistent every day at a certain time to take the garbage out. Here's some guidelines for family meetings. Of a regular time, everybody knows it's 4 o'clock on Sunday or whatever. Have a list of topics. We had, what do we want to eat? Where do we want to go? What do we want to get? And plan the time. Select one person as the chairperson, another person as the timekeeper, another person as a process observer, but make sure that the family meetings are also a learning experience. Take turns on being the chairman. Take notes. I can't stress this enough. Tell them it's important to take notes so we remember what everybody committed to and what is supposed to happen. Then when they go to school, they'll be taking notes in school. You're training them to be a note taker. You're training them to take turns. Everyone takes part. Everybody in the family meeting has a role. Gatekeeper, timer, chairperson. Help them understand what makes a team special. You know what team stands for, don't you? The acronym. Together, each achieves more. Build a family team. Make it a community.